Hey everyone, Thursday update, Tony George, DocSports.com. Be sure and click up the thumbs up and subscribe and click the notifications button here on the YouTube channel so you can check out when I have a free pick and everybody else over at Doc Sports has a free pick. A lot of housekeeping duties today. We're going to be talking NBA playoffs, specifically the side pick in the Golden State and LA game. I have the totals play for a premium play in this game. And also tonight, just so you know, I'm going to give a shout out to a guy who's a watcher of these videos, Wes Clayton. Hey Wes, how you doing? Didn't know I was going to make you famous today, huh? Anyway, Wes sets up a lot of the stuff with Sports Grid. Everybody's heard of Sports Grid if you're in the sports betting industry. Lots of video shows and stuff. I want to be on Gabe Morency's show tonight, Sports Rage, around 9:20 Pacific. And of course, it's archived for those of you on the West Coast that got to go to bed and get up and go to work and pay your taxes and all that stuff. It's archived, so you can listen to it tomorrow. We'll be talking about what happened today, what's going on tomorrow. Just a couple guys taking a piss over a fence post talking about sports. Maybe at 9 o'clock at night, even having a libation while I'm doing the show. Why not, right? By the way, good old wholesome USDA milk from Costco. The best milk there is, by the way. Cheers. Good morning. We're going to talk about what's going on with the website and a little bit about the small all sports slump I'm in. Address things 100% transparent as soon as we get through this free play. So be sure and do that. Last night, our free play stunk. Told you it was a small lean. If I'd have told yesterday was perplexing in general, especially in Major League Baseball. We're going to get to that in a minute. A little bit of a rant. But that being said, if I'd have told you blindly before the game that Jason Tatum was going to have 7 points, would Boston cover that number? You'd have said, hell no. Well, they won by 34 points. And Joel Embiid played. Told you he might. He only had 15. Hey, if you're Philadelphia, you split a road series 1-1 in the second round of the NBA playoffs, you're not in bad shape. It ain't over yet. Futures market shooting up on Boston like a mofo. It ain't over yet. Trust me. Inconsistency with Boston. Look great one game, look like dog crap the next. Tatum 35 one game, 7 the next. You have to establish more consistency. And Philadelphia just played terrible. So anyway, tonight, game 1, a little bit of surprise for a lot of people. Futures on Lakers are shooting up like a nobody's business. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, this 6 points, a lot of points away. Now, teams that lose, don't quote me, but it's something close to this. I heard this stat on VSiN this morning, or the other day. Yesterday I was listening to VSiN. Follow the Money with Mitch and Polly over there on VSiN. If you don't watch VSiN, VSIN.com, go check it out. Sign up. A lot of great information, a lot of great guests, great betting angles. But, like, losers at home of game 1 had won like 15 in a row. The next game, which is driving this line a little bit. We're talking about the NBA playoffs. I'll tell you something here. I think this is going to be at least the first half. I don't think you're going to see a 65-64 halftime score. Both teams opened it up like a track meet, which isn't conducive to them being successful. The spread in this game 6, the halftime line's 4. Let's see. LA had a 65-64 lead in game 1 at halftime. The thing of it is, although Looney's doing good in the paint, Davis and James are dominating the boards. They're not giving a lot of second looks to Golden State. I think LA's a tough matchup for them right now. LA's playing their best basketball of the season. Because let's face it, there were guys pounding future bets that LA wouldn't even make the playoffs. I mean, if you foresaw them even getting to the second round of the playoffs, I'm going to call you a liar. Because I didn't see it. Not the way they had played. Is James and Davis even going to play in the game? They're always hurt. They're switching around their lineup almost every game, trying to find some chemistry. They couldn't find it. This, that, and the other. They take down a number 2 seed in Memphis. They won the play-in game, the series against Minnesota, and just beat up on Memphis. And the one-game one is a huge dog. Golden State bounced back, veteran team, returning champs. All the weapons they have with Thompson and Curry and Poole and Looney playing good. Green, Steve Kerr. These guys have won a bunch of rings together. LeBron James, whether you like him or not, one of the top 3 or 4 greatest players in the history of the NBA. And at age 34, is making serious contributions and dishes and assists and rebounds and doing a lot of things away from being a prolific scorer. And Davis on defense has been unbelievable for them in every postseason series they've been in. And he had 23 rebounds last game. LA +4 first half. I think it's going to be a tight one out of the gate. Can Golden State beat them by 10 or 12 at the end of the day? Especially back against the wall at home with how teams perform after losing game 1 at home and get the next game at home as well. What are they, 15-0 straight up? I don't know what they are ATS, but it's some number like that. So, yeah, you expect them to bounce back, just like Boston did last night. But I don't think it'll be that easy. I haven't seen LA lay down in a game at any point in time, no matter what the score was, all postseason. I think 4's asking a lot. I'll take LA. It's a free pick. We're not selling the kids' college fund. It's a free pick. There's value in the total in this one. Over at the website. Yesterday, we had a 7-unit play on the Baltimore Orioles run line +100 against Kansas City, who had won 1 game at home all year, who had 38-year-old Zach Greinke on the hill that has looked like total dog poop all year long. Gave up 7 homers in his last 4 starts against the O's lineup. The O's, number 2 offense in baseball, 0 runs. Now, I expect the unexpected as a rule when you're betting sports, where somebody comes out of nowhere. So rarely at all, if it is anything, surprised me. That just didn't surprise me. It shocked me. $2,000 out of my pocket too. Personally. Yeah, these big picks, I put money on them out here. Ask anybody who's been around me that knows me. I'm not out here playing tiddlywinks. It's a real deal. That's why I moved out here. I don't even know how that's even possible. The top 3 most shocking losses of the last 365 days. Where I've just looked at something, I cannot even, you can't even explain it. You can't even have Monday morning quarterbacks coming in on Twitter and all these other social media sites call me the lowest common denominator of human filth, and you hope your family slides under a gas truck and explodes and dies because you lost a free pick. Those guys, they were even silent. Oh, you should have seen that. How can you see that coming? How can you even explain that? The one thing I will tell you about Kansas City, and I put it in the write-up, of the last 3 series they played in, they got waxed. In all 3 series, they only won 1 game. In every one of those games, now it's 4 series in a row. Every one of their last 4 series, they won the second game and got blown out in all the rest of the games, whether they're 3-game or 4-game series. That's the only... You look back and go, well, but with Greinke on against Gibson, who'd been pitching lights out, come on. So we took it on the chin. 4 unit totals. I'm just being transparent. 4 units each. NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, all 3 totals place. And 4-unit NBA player prop, Doc Sports, free $60. Link in the description below. Sorry for the long-winded video today. Just sharing thoughts. Have a good day.